Hello and welcome back
to my worst nightmare.
Nightmare.
Welcome back to Two Birds, One Mic podcast.
Brought
Ladies
to you-
and gentlemen, they, thems, she, hers, he, hims, these, ems, and all of the above.
Everybody. Brought to you by your favorite hosts, Amelia.
And Tasha.
We had a rough week. We have been through. Who's messaging me at this godforsaken hour?
Wellity. Take the sound out of that bitch. Episode 1, she gave it to me because my phone went off.
Well, whatever. Any hoozle.
Stop saying any hoozle, please.
Why?
Please.
It's my thing.
Please stop making it your thing.
Any hoozle. Stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not going to happen.
Continue, please.
We had a really rough week. It's currently 10 p.m. We're trying to film this episode.
10:15 actually, to be more exact.
Yeah, we're trying to film this episode on a Friday evening. It's meant to launch on Monday, so we have one evening, which is tomorrow evening, to edit it. Because we're also both in work tomorrow, which is, oh my god, I almost spilled.
God damn. Hold on, wait. No, if I burp, I'm gonna puke.
Oh, let's not do that.
The prawns can't come back up.
So, I actually realized my talking points are on my phone, and my phone's filming. But it's okay, there's only 2. To start off this week's episode, this is I came across a video on the pop culture side of things yesterday, and I was pissing my pants, and I think you're gonna find this hilarious. But I didn't tell Tasha yet because I wanted to see her live reaction. Do you know who Trisha Paytas is?
I love Trisha Paytas.
Are you aware that she's planning to run for Congress of California?
No, she's not. No, she's not.
Do you know what her slogan? She was like, she put on this TikTok, and she was like, I just feel like I think I want to run for Congress, and it just came to me in a dream, in a vision, if you will. And she goes on and on about how, like, obviously now that she's like a mother of 3, she wants like a better future for her kids, which fair enough, like fair play to the girl. But do you know her slogan? California could be good. I don't know, the whole video just gave off very much your vibe. I feel like that's something you would do in a couple of years' time.
You know what? You're not wrong.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. I would. I 100% would. And you know what? People would vote for me.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Everyone's commenting and everyone's like,
I know.
I'm
I'd
voting.
vote for her. I'd fully vote for her.
I would so vote for her. Like, I'm not American or live in California or anywhere.
Could you
near it.
imagine, like, Trisha Paytas was your congresswoman?
But I just feel like she would be like,
Every day would be a Chapel Roan music video.
yeah, and also, like, the cunty outfits in like, the parliament places, and also her, like, I just feel like if she was, like, arguing with someone and things, she's like, but why not?
Yeah. I trust that woman with my life.
I trust that woman with my life. Like, genuinely, I just think she's the best person for it. And I feel like she has a chance, and she'll any person in the, like, 20s to, like, mid-30s age bracket would probably fucking vote for her.
Absolutely.
And she needs, like, 40 to 60 signatures. And in the video, she's like, I wonder if I can do, like, e-signatures. I feel like I have enough followers. Girl, you have millions of followers. Like,
Yeah. I'd sign it. Make up a fucking address or some shit.
So fucking funny. So, that's what I wanted to share. What are your thoughts on that?
I love it. It's phenomenal.
I actually need to show you the video.
I would vote for her 100%. Just think of all the merchandise.
No, because she would, like, make, like, you know, like, MAGA caps, but she would make them, like, pink.
Yeah.
And like with her, obviously not a mag. I don't think she supports like Trump and stuff.
Surely not.
But
Not my Trisha.
not my Trish.
Not my Trish.
But yeah, no, I just thought it was fucking hilarious. I was howling on the couch yesterday, and then but the way she says the whole thing, she's like so serious about it. She's like, I think my slogan would be like, California could be good, and I'm like, yeah, no, it could. You're so true.
You know what? She has a dream and she has ambition, and that's all we really need.
And money.
And money. Yeah, that too.
So the topic for today's video was brought to us by Tasha's lovely brother-in-law, John. Shout out to John.
John Foley.
And bless you, Tony. I don't think you guys heard that, but she just sneezed real loud.
Big old sneeze. Will I read out the suggestion?
Yes. Also, if you're wondering, wow, Amelia, you're so white. I'm taking a break from tan because
fucking Michael Jackson over here.
I had a really crusty tan on, so I was just like, give myself like 2 weeks to kind of fully scrub it off. Because that's another thing. How the fuck do you scrub tan off? Like I know a body scrub and stuff, but it never takes it off fully. Unless I've done so much tan that it's actually ingrained in my skin now. But like I've like fucking dry exfoliating, like on dry skin, and then with a mitt in the shower. Like I've actually tried everything and it never fully takes it off. I also tried like tan remover. That does fuck all. So I don't know. Maybe it's the little tan ingraining itself into my skin.
It's all them chemicals.
I know,
they're putting stuff in the water to turn the frogs gay. They're putting stuff in the tan to turn the humans gay. Little tan is turning people into lesbians. Let that be known.
Yeah, that's the misinformation I'd love to spread.
You know what? Start spreading that, because I'm going to start fucking spreading it. So John had contacted me after our last episode last week. And he suggested he is boat rocking. I can't talk.
You got this, princess. It's all that damn pre-workout you took.
Yeah, it's like a lot of pre-workout. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm just real like, I can smell the future. Yes, boat working.
I can smell colours.
I can smell colours. Yeah. No, dead ass. I was freaking out in the gym. I'm not gonna lie. So he's boat working down. Talk about all the absolute weirdos you see and have come across there, because there are so many stories, and I feel like it would make a good episode. So, thank you, John Foley, for that suggestion. So, I feel like we can...
Can I start? Because that only happened the other day, and I just realised I don't think I told you. Did I tell you about the perfume man? Not who you think, a different, like, random man that came up to when it was just me and
another staff member
in the shop.
Okay.
So we're just chilling. It was a very chill morning. It was just the two of us.
Was this day I came into you?
Yeah, it was actually that morning.
Shit, right.
Totally normal day. Very quiet. Now it's like a quiet period before like spring and stuff begins. This man comes in and we're just like, oh, like, hi, okay for everything. He's asking, first of all, he was asking what the, like, smell was in the shop. We were like, oh, it's just, like, everything kind of combined. Like, there's no, like, specific product that makes it smell like that. And then he's, like, asking about a perfume. So we were like, okay. So I started showing him. I literally gave him one bottle, like, a random bottle, because he just wanted something, like, masculine. I was like, all right, this is kind of masculine. He just took it and ran with it. And he was like, do you have a sample of it? I was like, no. I was like, we can't, like, give you a sample of a perfume. But, like, he was like, but, like, I just want to spray myself. I was like, oh, yeah, like, if you want to spray it, like, spray ahead.
Yeah, like a test of all.
Don't care. Like,
yeah.
I was like, you just want to try it? He's like, yeah. I was like, okay, that's not a fucking sample. But, anywho, also, he...
No, please, continue.
So he tries the thing. Bro starts
Take
going
a good long
mad.
suck it up before you keep telling your story.
It's done now anyway. So, he tries the fucking perfume. He starts spraying. Hold on, let me stand up the mic. Stand still, princess. Thank you. Here you go. No, because I need to, for audio listeners,
Two-hand job.
go to the YouTube because you need to see the visual representation. He's like, I was wearing a blazer and had a book in his hand, like he was wearing like kind of like not a suit but like a mismatched kind of like.
So like,
official
are we
look.
giving homeless vibes, performative
not-
male vibes, or
performative male? So go.
just to reiterate, while she is demonstrating how this man sprayed his entire fucking existence with this perfume bottle, a performative male is a man that wears obnoxious clothing, carries around a book he's never read in his life, sometimes has a bun, sometimes they wear nail polish, a lot of times they have the little mustache, they'll carry a tote bag. I've noticed a lot of them like to wear scarves, just to get attention from females.
But this wasn't like that. He was this tall, bald man. So he's spraying, and I thought I was like getting pranked. And while as he's saying, it's like, oh, like I'm coming from the Google building. I was like, oh, like he's like, do you know Google? And I was like, obviously, I was like, oh, the Google building at the docks. He's like, yeah. I was like, oh, do you work there? Starting to like start a conversation. He goes, no, I was just doing a job for them. I was like, all right, fucking Mr. Mysterious over here. And then he was like, he was saying that he's a producer. I was like, what the fuck? And he was wearing these Ray-Bans, and for a second, I got so fucking scared that they were the Ray-Bans that like record you, but they weren't. Thank God, they were just like regular ones.
POV, me harassing a salesperson and he said
no, but mind you, while this conversation is going on, the conversation is like a couple minutes long, he's spraying the entire time. He sprayed his pockets, he takes his book, he starts spraying between the pages. I'm not kidding, I was like, we're getting pranked. Like, me and the other staff member were just looking at each other like, what the fuck is going on? And then he was saying that like, oh, like, she's a producer, blah blah blah. So my friend goes like, oh, like, what movie are you like producing? And he goes, wouldn't you like to know?
Yes, I would. So I'm asking.
Like, so we're like, mind you, he is still spraying. He's still spraying his entire being. So he's like, oh. So anyway, he finished. When I tell you, he actually sprayed every square inch of his body. Everything, everywhere. Hands me the bottle. Bottle's saturated, obviously. Only fucking spraying. I was like, that's so funny. Put it back down. He's like, oh, I'll buy something off you. It's like,
you fucking want it?
but I was like, no, like, haha, like, you don't have to, like, we don't work on commission, because he's like, no, I'll buy like a soap.
Bro just realized he sprayed your entire rent worth of perfume.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I'll buy something like for my wife. So he picked something out, blah, blah, blah. He takes out his cash.
It's also moist with spray.
No, listen. So he hands like a tenner to my colleague who was like taking the transaction. And then with the rest of the cash with his hand, he turns around to grab the perfume again and starts spraying his cash with the perfume. I was like, what is going on? I actually... And then he So he sprayed the perfume. We were actually just like, me and her were just laughing at this stage. We were like, what the fuck is going on? He's like, oh, we were like, oh, have a good day, blah, blah. He nearly walks out of the shop, turns around, he's like, in with the wind or something. He's like, or away with the wind. I forgot what it was called. But he's like, and apparently it's an anime. he was like, it's based on a book. You might know the book, but we're doing the movie. And then I walked out mysteriously. We were like, what was the point of that interaction? I'm so confused because even he clearly didn't come there for a specific purpose because he picked out a random item that just happened to be like near the till and he was like, yeah, I'll take that. What was the purpose of this thing?
So of course it was an anime he produced. I'd like to just start by...
No, but he was making a movie, so I don't know if the movie was based on the anime or whatever the fuck.
Babe, I wouldn't be surprised if it was like some sort of weird tentacle hentai.
Maybe, but I was just like, what the fuck is going on? And then, well, as he was still spraying, we were mid conversation. He's like, oh, "Don't worry, you're not in the movie." And we were like, "Well, now I do worry because I didn't worry before, but now that you said it, I am a bit worried."
How funny would it be if someone comes across an anime with characters that look concerningly like you and the staff member?
I'd be so mad because I'm not getting credit.
Can I, like, if anybody sees a man like this in public, can we just, like, make sure if his wife is real that she's safe?
Free my girl. No, but, like, it was just the whole, like, I was just so uncomfortable the entire time. But it was like, it did not seem real. I swear to God, I thought I was getting pranked. I thought there was, like, I actually thought, like, maybe he did have a hidden camera. But then he just left. And we were just left to wonder what that was.
Damn.
So that was my most recent weird story.
Jesus Christ.
Would you like to share yours?
Oh, God. There's so many. I've walked in town for like the last 4 years, over 4 years now, and there's just so many. I remember one time I was walking across O'Connell Street, like across the Spire, and an old man just turned around to me and started saying I was an evil bitch.
Oh, that's nice.
I was like, what the fuck did I do? Or my little arch nemesis Yogel.
He's gone. She got locked up.
He most definitely got locked up, little twink.
You can't say that.
Oh yeah, just in case. The Easter egg for a later episode.
I'm gonna bleep it out.
Yeah.
Oh. Sorry.
But no, so in my job, there was this junkie that would come in, and again, in my job we sell perfumes, and he would come in and spray himself in the eyeballs.
No,
with
like
perfumes.
fully nearly make
Like-
himself blind.
Like literally like getting a good like dousing on his retinas, like he was, like, I'm telling you now. Could see in like 4K or something. You know? But he'd do that, and then like he'd spray the base of his shoes and stuff like that. And I remember one day,
Honestly, weirdly similar situation, except he actually was a drunk.
yeah, what the fuck actually. But anywho, one of the last times he came in and he was spraying himself and stuff. He was like kind of like aggressive verbally towards the staff. And then one time he came in and he started threatening to like eat me face.
Lovely.
Yeah. And then said something about something in Croatia. I don't know, he was rambling, but then he said that he was going to eat me. And I was like, oh, that's lovely.
That's real.
And then I remember one time I was walking to the gym up near Arba Hill, and he pulled a knife on me.
Yeah, because there's a period of time you just kept running into him as well.
Yeah, there was a
That was
time, like,
really
because he
freaky.
recognised me, because I used to keep telling him to leave me place of work, because he was, like, so, like, kind of, it's just weird, like, just the threats he would make were very specific.
He was also most certainly schizophrenic. He would talk to himself all the
Yeah,
time.
I remember one time he was asking me, like, one of the last times he was spraying himself in the eyeballs, and he was asking me questions and stuff, and then calling me names, and I was like, look, like, you have to leave. And then he started asking, he was like, do you know who I am? And I was like, no. And he started telling me, he was like, I'm Yokel, Yokel is me, I am Yokel. And I was like, what? Tell me why this cunt pulls the sleeve up on his fucking jumper and he has the word Yokel tattooed across his forearm in rainbow writing.
Was it rainbow?
It was rainbow, it was multicoloured rainbow writing. It was tattooed on his fucking arm. Yokel.
Is that a real name? I've never heard that name before.
I don't know, I think he had some sort of schizo episode and
Just tattooed on.
it's Yokel now.
Just so he doesn't forget.
Yeah.
That's my new identity.
But no, like, and then there was a time where I would just consistently run into him in town. Like, he'd follow me up O'Connell Street. I used to have to stand in the guard station on O'Connell Street because he'd follow me. But yeah, no, that was him. I've actually not seen him in a while.
Yeah, knock on wood.
Yeah. See, sometimes he was the type of person, he was like that and he'd harass you and stuff, but then one day he'd be like that, harassing me and like following me around town, then obviously trying to pull a knife on me. And then like the next day you'd see him and he'd be dressed really nice, really clean, walking around. You actually wouldn't be able to tell that he was like fucking crackhead.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Unless
That's
it's
what
his brother or so.
No, I don't think so. I actually genuinely think maybe he actually is just schizophrenic and then he just has episodes.
I think it's the drugs, babe. I think it's drug-induced schizophrenia.
Because
he has been
psychosis. Like.
Yeah, like he has been like off his tits, like when he's coming to the job. Like,
I was walking home the other day. I'm not gonna say where, but I was walking up the hill, and there was this woman. When I tell you, she was on such a crazy drug. She was just like flopping around. Like, I was crossing the road and the cars there was like rush hour. The cars were like going into like turning into this like road. She's walking like flinging her arms around and I speed past her and I swear to God I thought she was gonna fucking deck me. Because she just looked at me and I was like I just want to go to the shop. I want to get a snack.
Controversial opinion, but like, is it bad that I think it's kind of funny to see them like that?
No, well, I
think it's funny the way they move.
It is a little funny. It's like one might
being
say.
in The Walking Dead or something like.
No, it literally is like The Walking Dead.
You
I swear
know?
to God. No, hold on. This is like, we're getting off topic. So anyway, I would see this woman and then I rushed past her and thankfully like they didn't, there was no interaction. Go to the shop, walking home, and all of a sudden as I'm like walking up to my apartment, she comes out of one of the alleys with a fella though. The fella was minding her and he was like of sound mind, but she was still like, she would like fling her arms and then she would drop something and she'd go to pick it up
like one of those fucking like in the car park, like
the blow up things. She would just like fold in half and pick something up. I was like, what's going on?
She bendy.
Ow, my neck. If you are ever on, like, just in town, especially early in the morning, the amount of junkies scurrying around you see is actually insane. Like, the amount I see on my way to work, or if I'm having like a smoke before I go in, and they're just everywhere. Like, there was actually a group of them yesterday. I was early. I finished having a smoke and I was like, right, I might as well go in. Turn the corner. Look, there's a group of them outside the fucking door. And
But they do that though. They stand in groups because they're talking amongst themselves.
They're obviously like trying to figure out
to decide who's robbing where,
who's getting the crack of who.
Yeah, who's buying the crack this week.
But it's just so funny watching
them
like
scurry
nice,
around.
Though. But
they have a community.
I literally had to be like, I'm sorry, can I just get into my fucking job? And they didn't say anything. They like, one of them moved, but I was like, I literally had to like squeeze through them. But I was like, what the fuck is going on? I just am so fucking sick of the fact that I can't walk down a street in fucking Dublin without either getting harassed, someone whistling or whatever the fuck, or getting asked for a smoke, or just get approached. I'm so sick of being fucking approached, because genuinely, every fucking day, some cunt comes up to me asking me either for fucking change, or for a smoke, or God knows what. Like, fuck off. They should all be exterminated. I actually can't.
Do you feel better?
Yeah.
I remember one time, back when I used to smoke, I don't smoke anymore.
It's just dangerous, sorry.
No, it is very dangerous, but back when I used to smoke, like, I remember once I was stood outside and having a smoke on my break, and this fella comes up to me and asked me for a cigarette, and I was like, no, I'm so sorry, like, it was literally the only one I brought outside with me, like, down the stairs. Like, he turned around and he was like, oh, can I have a drag?
Yeah, they do that.
No, but Amelia, when I tell you, he had blisters all over his lips. Like, he literally looked like he had, like, herpes or something. Like, it was bad. Like, there was pus. There was blisters.
Ew.
It was very... And I was like, no. And he
Also-
acted so offended.
Yeah, they do that. And it's just like, I'm sorry, I don't want to share germs with you. I don't want to share germs
I don't
with,
know what
like,
you have. You don't know what I have.
Yeah, but that's what I mean with, like, most people. Do you know what I mean?
You
So
share
why
germs with me.
I always share my germs with you. What was that? Oh my god, my neighbor's trying to bury his wife again.
That's lovely.
Did you not hear about that?
No, I have heard about it.
Yeah.
Oh, the girlfriend hasn't been seen.
Yeah, we don't
He's
really...
building a fire.
Yeah.
In the middle of the night.
No, bro, keep
No, but
saying...
what time is it? It's
God.
20 to 11 in
And
the
he
night.
keeps hacking in his fucking back garden.
But only at night time. And his girlfriend hasn't been seen in a while.
And one of the neighbors, like, said something to him, like, stop, because he was, like, banging so loud, and, like...
And like they have a baby, like.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And he was like, I'm building fire pit. He's Polish. I can do the accent because I'm Polish too. Don't fucking say a thing.
I am building fire pit.
I built fire pit. In the middle of the night, babe, what fire are you pitting?
Fuck's sake. But like, not only that, but like, you can see the size of those back gardens from here. Where is he putting that fire pit?
If he lights a fire in that back garden, the whole gas is gonna go alight.
No, when I tell you like the length of the garden, like you'd stand at the back door, you go like that, and you'd be touching the wall. Like it's time. I don't know where he's putting that fire pit.
I don't think it's a fire pit. He's
That's
building.
a
I think
fucking
he's
great,
burying his
like-
wife.
She did.
We're gonna be on a Netflix documentary.
Oh my
because of that.
god. Get my wait.
Get my game.
Get my
We
muscles
just come
in.
back from the gym as well. So
We didn't even do upper. We done legs. I don't know why we're flexing.
I don't know for yesterday.
I done up by yesterday, but still, I don't know.
Hold on, keep them entertained for a minute. I'm gonna let the cat in.
The cat has paginas outside when you get him. Pagina. Fucking cat. I like cats. It's just this particular cat thinks she can take my place. Fucking bitch.
She might make an appearance if she helps up. Oh, there she is! The main event! Hi, baby! Her little socks.
Hello, Pagina.
Tony was saying we should have named her Socks.
No, I think Pagina is nice.
Panini. She loves her little rubs. Where's my baby?
My pillow, you fat bitch.
baby. Hi, baby. Oh, hi, my girl. Cat intermission.
Pussy! Pussy! Quick, no! Take her away. Amelia's gonna try eat her because she's a lesbian.
Wow, that was a low blow.
Oh, God.
My little socks.
Stop showing your arsehole on the fucking screen.
She loves her little butt pats.
Have
Look.
some dignity.
Biscuit.
Hey,
Biscuit.
hey,
Biscuit.
hey.
Biscuit. Hey, hey, hey.
Sounds on Adam. Yeah, I'm trying to think. What else have we seen? The amount of times we've walked into Oak in City Centre. and like just walked past puddles of blood.
Yeah. Oh my god, remember that time we were trying to get the Lewis and then...
It was all...
No, we weren't getting the Lewis, we were walking past and then...
Yeah, that time we were walking past, but the time before that when we were waiting to get the Lewis
Yeah,
at
it
the
happened
museum.
twice, which is weird.
Yeah.
So we were going to yours, I think. We were with the baby. And we were trying to get the Lewis. We had like a friend day. We went to the museum at museum. And then we were trying to get the Lewis home. And we like... there was so many full Lewises, and one of them we finally got on, and then the fucking thing was saturated. There was a puddle of blood.
Like, it took, like,
And we had to get off.
the whole fucking cart was just blood. The whole floor was covered, like.
Yeah. And then, so that happened. That was odd. That was the first time. And the second time we were walking past, and we were in, like, we were going to Jervis or something,
Yeah.
and then we see the Lewis, and Lewis stopped, and, like, everybody's getting over, like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
So we're, like, looking through the windows. Another puddle of blood. I don't see... Oh,
We're playing.
nice. Bonding time.
Yeah.
It's just, but I remember then before those two instances, when I used to take the Lewis home all the time because I lived in Tala, and I was I got on this Lewis, and then all of a sudden I literally went one stop, and they were like, everybody has to get off. This junkie fucking had a severed finger. His finger was like squirting blood, like saturating the whole floor. And he wouldn't get off because he just wanted to get to Smithfield. He was like, oh, I'll be alright, just get me to Smithfield.
Not even James's hospital.
No,
he
like
just wanted to
Smithfield.
go to Smithfield, like.
And so then obviously the whole thing had to be like emptied then because it was a fucking biohazard.
No, like, that actually, like.
But that just happens on the daily, and I'm like, it's an issue.
But,
It's
like,
an
you're
actual
so desensitized to it, like,
issue.
it's
But
ridiculous.
you have to, like, if you keep focusing on it, you'd actually make yourself go crazy. But
No, genuinely,
the
like.
shit you see on the daily, especially because, like, I used to obviously, like, work and live in Tala years ago, and now that I've worked in town, you just see this shit every day. And at first it was like, woo, and now it's just like, well, another day.
I seen someone die beside me job.
Yeah,
Remember?
fully keel
I feel
over.
someone fully, like. We got another junkie. I think whatever they took, like, got the better of them.
It was too much.
There's, like, ambulances, there was guards, there was fire brigades, they were pulling the trucks in front of it, but, like, it was not like when the firemen and the ambulance people got there, like, they weren't in a rush. You know?
They're just kind of like,
Yeah, so, yeah, like, the city centre's kind of fucked, man. You little bitch.
Scratching.
You tramp. Why would you do such a thing? I'm trying to play with you.
What are you doing?
Fucking vagina.
Did I tell you what she did this morning?
What?
So we had our door closed, but one of the robes was like over
Tony was telling me.
and we hear meowing, so Tony opens the door and she's literally there like this. Her paw got stuck in the housego and she was just hanging off the housego. We had to help her, like, get it
Yeah,
off.
tried to kill herself.
She keeps doing these things. Or she went, like, our bed is like against the wall, but there's a radiator there. So there's like a little bit of space, like we don't use that radiator. So there's a tiny bit of space. She got herself in there, and because I turned around, and then all of a sudden she was gone when I turned back. And I was like, where the fuck is she? I just heard meowing. And she was so tightly in there, she couldn't move, obviously. And she was
She's
like,
fat.
she was like, meow, meow. No, sorry, she lost weight. Look at her. Skinny legend.
You
She
can lie
needs
to
water.
yourself, but you can't lie to
She
me.
needs water. Wait, or is there water in that?
Just walk there, innit?
Okay, perfect. Sorry, concerned mother. But so I literally,
Single mom that works two
works two
jobs,
jobs.
who loves her kids and
but
never
I
stops.
literally had to pick her by like the scruff, like by her fucking neck, and just like elevate her up to get her out of the fucking thing. So yeah, she is entertaining to have
I just heard
around.
her drink of water over there.
That nice. I'm trying to think what other situations we've had. There's so many. but I just can't remember any right now.
See, it just happened so much.
Yeah.
They were
But
just kind of like...
a junkie came in. This was years ago now. A junkie came in one time to the store and bit a product because they thought it was sweet.
Yeah, they
And put it back.
do be doing that a lot.
Fully like teeth marks in the thing, and he was like, "Ew, that's disgusting." And we were like, "Obviously, because it's not edible." He was like, "I thought it was sweet."
Yes, the communal sweet.
But that's the thing. That's another thing. Like, what do you mean you just came in and you bit it? Like,
or even today, when I was getting the bus into me home to come into the gym, stood at my bus stop, and this fella comes up to me and he's like, "Do you know when the 73 is due?" And I was like, "Oh no, like I'll check it on the app on my phone." So I checked it and I was like, "Oh, it's in like 10 minutes, like 10 or 14 minutes, like between that." And I was waiting on another bus that was coming to that stop. But I obviously didn't say that. But he was like, "Oh, thank you. That's grand." And I was like, "No bother, love." My earphones and all in, like. And then he turned around and he was like, "Yeah, I don't have the app on my phone. I used to, but I got rid of all the apps, because they're listening." I was like, "Oh, fuck." I was like, my bus was due in 3 minutes, and I was like, "This is going to be a very long 3 fucking minutes."
Yeah.
And he was stood there, and he just kept going on, and he was like, "No, I got rid of all them apps because, like, they're listening." And I was like, "Are they?"
Are they now, yeah?
I was like, "That's nice." And he was like, "Oh," and he was like, "No," and he was like, "I got a bank statement there a few weeks ago, and they were able to tell me what shop it was for."
Fucking obviously.
And he was like, "Yeah, I went to Dunn's and it came up on my bank statement what time I was there, what shop I was in, the address of the shop."
That's
and I was like,
statement works, my dear.
But I was stood there and I was like, "Okay." And like he was there and he was counting his coins. He was like, "I only stick to cash." And he was like, like they're able to track you. They're able to track where you're going. And he was like, "What apps do you have on your phone?" And I was like,
"You got games on your phone."
God's fully trying to play me Candy Crush. I'm a mother of 2. I'm very high on that game. Like, don't trying to take me and fucking get me down a few levels. But no, he was like, "What apps do you have on your phone?" And I was like, "A few." And then he started talking about AI. And he was like, "The AI is taking over." And I was like, "Are they?"
Are they girl?
He was like, "The AI is taking over." And he was like, "You see it everywhere, like you don't know what to believe anymore." And then at this stage, I was like, "You know what? Like I actually can't anymore." So I was
just let him have it.
No.
So yeah, she is entertaining to have
I just hear her drink water over there.
That nice. I'm trying to think what other situations we've had. There's so many, but I just can't remember any right now.
See, it just happened so much.
Yeah.
They were just kind of like...
a junkie came in. This was years ago now. A junkie came in one time to the store and bit a product because they thought it was sweet.
Yeah, they do be doing that a lot.
Fully like teeth marks in the thing. And he was like, "Ew, that's disgusting." And we were like, "Obviously, because it's not edible." He was like, "I thought it was sweet."
Yes, the communal sweet.
But that's the thing. That's another thing. Like, what do you mean you just came in and you bit it? Like,
or even today, when I was getting the bus into me home to come into the gym, stood at my bus stop, and this fella comes up to me and he's like, "Do you know when the 73 is due?" And I was like, "Oh no, like I'll check it on the app on my phone." So I checked it and I was like, "Oh, it's in like 10 minutes, like 10 or 14 minutes, like between that." And I was waiting on another bus that was coming to that stop. But I obviously didn't say that. But he was like, "Oh, thank you. That's grand." And I was like, "No bother, love." My earphones and all in, like. And then he turned around and he was like, "Yeah, I don't have the app on my phone. I used to, but I got rid of all the apps, you know, because they're listening. I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, my bus was due in 3 minutes, and I was like, this is going to be a very long 3 fucking minutes.
Yeah.
And he was stood there, and he just kept going on, and he was like, no, I got rid of all them apps, because, like, they're listening. And I was like, are they?
Are they now, yeah?
I was like, it's nice. And he was like, oh, and he was like, no, and he was like, I got a bank statement there a few weeks ago, and they were able to tell me what shop it was for.
Fucking obviously.
And he was like, yeah, I went to Dunn's and it came up on my bank statement what time I was there, what shop I was in, the address of the shop. And I was like,
statement works, my dear.
But I was stood there and I was like, okay. And like he was there and he was counting his coins. He was like, I only stick to cash. And he was like, you know, like they're able to track you. They're able to track where you're going. And he's like, what apps do you have on your phone? And I was like,
you got games on your phone.
God's fully trying to play me Candy Crush. I'm a mother with 2. I'm very high on that game. Like, they're trying to take me and fucking get me down a few levels. But no, he was like, what apps do you have on your phone? And I was like, a few. And then he started talking about AI. And he was like, the AI is taking over. And I was like, are they? Are they? He was like, the AI is taking over. And he was like, you see it everywhere, like you don't know what to believe anymore. And then at this stage, I was like, you know what, like I actually can't anymore. So
just let him have it.
No, but see, I played into it.
Oh, did you?
Because he was talking about, and I was like, you know what, actually, because he was like, he kept getting, like, he was just really weird, and like, you could tell, I'm not sure if he was enjoying the fact that I was being, like, made feel visibly uncomfortable, like, or what, so I turned around, and I was like, no, like, I actually need to get him away from me, so I was like, rather than be a big girl and tell this man how he is making me feel, I was like, I'm playing my own games, because I was scared. But I turned around and I was like, you know what? I was like, you know what can happen actually? It's like, say if you're using your bank card and you're going to like your Dunn's, and then say you're going and like you're taking money out of the bank, or if you're going after that and say you're going like you're getting the bus 20 minutes down the road, they can track each place you've been. And I was like, they're doing that over a period of time. They're able to make out your routine. They're able to tell your daily routine. They're able to tell what you do on a daily basis, and they're able to track you, and they're able to track you better when they know where you're going to be and when. And he was like, I never thought of it that way. And I was like, I know. It's like crazy.
Fully making that man spiral.
We could see the cogs in his head, and he was like,
you're so right.
He was like, you're so right. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, I don't trust it. And I was like, I'm trying to go like without the cards and all that, but like,
I've never seen you possess a cash note ever.
Yeah, I hate cash. I fucking hate cash. Someone would owe me like 500 quid and they'd offer to give it to me in cash, and I'd be like, no, wait until you have it in your bank account.
Yeah, no,
I don't want that. I actually don't want that.
Because it's not real money. I don't treat it like real money. And
no, it's fake money. It's fake money. But no, so I was like, I'm trying to go like cashless myself, and I like paper, like I'll cash myself. And I was like, they just want to control you. And he was like, that's what I've been saying. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, but you do realise what they can do. And I was like, see the way you're getting your cash? I was like, because he was talking about AI with the banks and all this. And I was like, they're sticking AI in the banks. And I was like, I know they are for a fact. I know people that have seen them stick AI in the banks. So AI is controlling your money. And he was like, really? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, if you ever get a phone, I was like, you probably shouldn't. But like, if you do, just like look it up. And I was like, but they're able to.
Well, did he not have a phone?
No, she didn't have a phone. And nothing like. But I was like, look it up. And I was like, that the AI is controlling your money. Your money flow is getting controlled by the AI. Bro was like, I got to the bus was due in 1 minute, and I was like, you know what? I actually wish it gets delayed. Because I was like, this is actually really fun. Guys, get me working in like a mental health hospital or something.
You would actually just make them go so much crazier.
We know, and then So that was fine. And then my bus came and I was sticking my hand out. He followed me onto my bus. And I was like, ooh. And he walked with like a bit of a limp. So I was like, okay, bye. I legged it up the stairs. And he couldn't get up the stairs after me. Because I feel like he wanted to continue our conversation. Because clearly I had some insights that he didn't.
He was interested in your opinion.
He wasn't very much so interested in my opinion. Yeah, and then I was getting off the bus to go to the gym, and he was sat there, and then waited until I got off, and then hopped up and got off the bus. So I had to walk the other way a bit, and then he turned around, and then I legged it into the gym when he couldn't see me. So that was my experience today. I hope I see him again. I'm not gonna lie, I had fun doing that. That was my most recent story today, about like fucking 4 hours ago.
That's lovely, actually. Yeah, a lot of weird things happened. I had a stalker in the job saying that my skin was so beautiful.
I remember her.
That she had elephant skin and that my skin was so beautiful, and she like literally like leaned into like inches away from my face. She's like, my skin's like elephant skin.
No, like it was actually like it was really bad because she'd come in when you weren't there and she'd linger.
She'd ask for me by name.
Yeah.
And or not sorry, no, because I never gave her my name. She would ask like,
she'd describe, yeah.
Yeah. It was different. It was a man that was asking for me by name.
And say that she was waiting for you, like she'd wait, but she'd go and there'd be 2 sections in the shop and she'd walk back and forth. I remember one time she was in the shop for over an hour, like nearly an hour and a half.
Yeah, just lingering.
Walking back and forth between these 2 sections, like an hour and a half straight. And it's a teeny tiny like place where we work. Like walking back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Just waiting for me.
Waiting for her.
Or like if I felt, because like there was a period of time where she was in nearly every single fucking day. Yeah. And I got to the stage where I would just like go like in the back of house and just kind of try hide, and she'd be like asking me like, where did she go?
Yeah.
And people were like, we don't know who you're talking about. And I'm like, the girl. And guess what? She came in today. Yeah. But I just like ignored her, and then but I also didn't want the like the girls to deal with her either, because she's a bit like uncomfortable to deal with.
She like fully looks into your soul, man.
Yeah, and the way she talks, very like, and or she, so I like was putting her through, and she was like, it's lovely to see you again, long time no see. And I was like, oh my god.
But you ever see those like kind of like the Blumhouse like horror films, like the kind of indie? Oh my god, if you have ever watched Long Legs, remember we went to say,
oh my god, she's so long legs coated.
Yeah, look it up.
So long. I hated that movie. That was awful, actually.
I really enjoyed it.
No, I didn't like how. Bless you. It was too gory.
I liked it. But she's Long Legs coated.
I liked it because I could do hold hands with Johnny.
Gay. They make me homophobic.
You love us together. She got us together. She's the fairy godmother.
Anywho,
oh my god, he's hacking away again!
You could literally hear him banging away out there. But before we finish up, I had a stalker as well. Remember the outfla?
Oh my god! That was crazy.
An outfla had come in, he had found a suitcase outside, and he was like very, very old. And wanted help bringing it to the Garda station, so I was like, absolutely, I'll help you, like walk us to the Garda station. He's very weird on the walk there, asked me like really weird questions and stuff like that. And I was just kind of like, got to the Garda station, and he was making jokes about like, oh, I wouldn't wear women's knickers, haha. Like at first it kind of just felt like, you know, look kind of like old man humor, the way they're kind of like,
I hate my wife, ha ha ha, kind of thing.
Yeah, and like, oh, like you know the way like an Irish dad kind of humor. That at first it was like that, and I was like, oh, he actually seems lovely, like a harmless one. Then he got really weird. And
is he the one that asked you to be his carer?
yeah, after we left the Garda station, he asked me, like, more or less what I think about quitting my job and becoming his carer. And I didn't have to do anything. I just get the money and spend time with him.
That man was gonna touch you.
Not again. 2 for 2. But why do I keep getting molested? If anybody can tell me why I keep getting touched, that'd be really helpful.
You're just so
It's a
damn
molestable face, I suppose.
So damn irresistible, my guy.
Fuck's sake. But no, he asked me to be his carer, and I was like, no, thank you. And he was like, I was like, no, thank you. But yeah, it was weird, and he was like, just being really weird about it, and the way he said it was just like, he was fully gonna get me to touch his penis. He was fully gonna figure a way to make me handle his penis.
Oh no.
I could feel it. He was gonna do it. And then after that, he kept coming into the job, like, regularly.
Yeah.
Like, it was every day he was coming into the job. And I would literally duck behind the till where he couldn't see me, because I was like, I can't, like. But I felt, like, a part of me felt bad because he'd actually, like, wear his, like, best suits and come in as if me fanny was going to get saturated with seeing him. Like, bro thought he was really doing something there.
Oh.
But,
Oh,
but no, he kept coming into the job and asking where and stuff. And then, oh my God, at one stage, I was with a customer at the till, and he came up to the till to me, like, there was a line of people, was stood up, like, say I'm, like, here at the till, and he's in front of me. Oh, there's a customer in front of me. He stood, like, there, and didn't say that, and was just kind of stood there, blah, blah, blah. And then I was trying to ignore him. I was, like, keeping, like, my concentration on the customer I was dealing with, just because I actually just didn't want to acknowledge him. And then he turned around and he started trying to talk to me. And I was like, I was just so pissed off. And I was like, look, can you give me a minute? And he was like, turn around. And he was like, that's what you said last night.
I feel like you didn't tell me this. I'd never heard that before.
Excuse me? Swear to God. I said it to the manager. Because I went behind the door. I was like, do not fucking say that to me. I was like, That's fucking inappropriate. I lost it. And then I ended up having to go back a house. Because I was actually really angry. And then he kept coming in. And even at that, he came in a few weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and if this happened, when did this happen? This happened like over a year ago.
Yeah, the whole thing, yeah.
Came in a few weeks ago, like not that long ago. Because apparently the guards called him about the suitcase and asked did he want it.
Obviously they didn't.
Like, and he was like, oh, I don't want it, it's women's clothes, what would I do with them? Like, do you want it? And I was like, no, and stop coming into me. Like, leave me alone. Like, I had to tell security about it.
Yeah.
I was like, do not let this man in here, like, he's a fucking freak. But yeah, no, so that was my stalker. This close to having a sugar daddy, guys. I don't think I could have touched a wrinkly penis.
That little look.
Mr. President, they've hit the second lung.
Oh God, do you remember? I'm so tired. Do you remember when the portal got first put up and they had to turn off the Irish portal to the New York portal?
We were showing, not me personally, but they showed 9/11. God.
And there's just a video and you see it from the New York perspective and there's like people at the camera and you just see the phone with the 9/11. This is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah. I'm surprised that bottle's still there.
Now they switched it to different cities. I don't think they show New York anymore.
Ireland Dublin and New York are banned from seeing each other. Well, Dublin and
Yeah.
New York are banned from being friends.
Yeah. I think that's it for today.
Yeah, you guys wanted a longer episode.
This is a longer episode.
We'll
I
give you
can
one.
barely keep my eyes open. It's like 11 o'clock now.
6 minutes past 11. Yeah, I need to go home and clean
I need
and
to
take a
sleep.
shit. My pre-workout does have me proper having the runs, like proper diarrhea. With the
Right.
pre-workout.
At a gym today, that gave me diarrhea.
Bit of ASMR.
I keep touching the fluff. I don't know if this is like...
It's awfully
Obstruct,
soft. Like
yeah.
it's really like, imagine a coat with this
This
like
material.
but
Put
this,
that
like,
on the
feeling.
inside. That'd be real nice. We're going
keep
delirious.
the ditties warm.
Very warm. Wardem. Wardem. See, I mastered that. Wardem. Verdi Wardem.
What country is that supposed to be?
Like Dublin, no? What country, Dublin? I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Any hoozle. That's all for today, folks.
Yeah, we got things to do, toilets to shit in.
Love you guys. We'll see you next week.
God bless.